ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been here just for moments, but I'm sure you could not help but notice all the details you never saw on screen. I was amazed the first time I entered in here. One of my favourite details are actually the murals you can see in the front and back walls, also hand-painted by our scenic painters. But yes, something here is indeed missing. What is that? The ceiling. You might remember that the Great Wall ceiling was enchanted with stars and clouds, but it could be just a tiny bit tricky to get all the stars and clouds in here. So those were added by computers very magically afterwards. Well, while the ceiling might not be real, the floor, give the floor a good stamp. Yes, this is real York Flatstone, just like you'd find in a real castle. At the very beginning of filming, the filmmakers noticed that this floor would take loads of wear and tear, and using real stone was the only way to make it last, and it did survive some of the biggest scenes. One of my favourite scenes, by the way, from Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire. You remember the trials, the tournaments, and the school's writing, especially Beauxbaton School with their hand gesture and a nice sign. Now let's talk a bit about houses. Do we have any Hufflepuffs in the house?
Yay!
Perfect. As you can see right there, we do have the costume of Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire, trials the tournaments. For Ravenclaws, we do have blue and silver right over there, and you can see, for example, right in the middle, the costume of Moaning Myrtle. It goes with the girls' bathrooms. Any Slytherins, you can see there's a snake at least. Any Slytherins in the house? Yes, right there, green and black. And right in the middle, we do have the costume of Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix. You can also see his inquisitorial badge given to by Dolores Umbridge. Wonderful. On to the House of our Heroes. Any Gryffindors around today? Great! In here you can see some of the Gryffindor house robes from the very beginning up to the 6th film, Harry Potter and Half-Blood Prince. Right here we do have my absolute favourites. The very first set of Hogwarts robes worn by Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, only age 11. You can see the tiniest hat as well as the Gryffindor house style, which is very real time now as they changed the design in the second film. So just like Harry, Ron and Hermione were done, you have walked through the doors down to the centre island and now up to the teacher's table, where they'll be sorting from some of the Britain's finest acting talent. So, can anyone tell me who is this massive guy over here? Rubius Hagrid, indeed. He was played by a tall man called Robbie Coltrane, but he was not quite tall enough to play a half giant. So this costume actually, so this is the first tall secret of today. This costume never belonged to Robbie Coltrane. It belonged to his size double called Martin Mayfield, ex-England rugby player, and 6'10", and still they had to add still-to shoes to connect his costume and also an animatronic head, so that he would size up the half giant. Right here we of course do have Albus Dumbledore. You'll see many of his costumes, many of the versions, also distressed ones, during your Wizarding Wardrobes theatre today. So ladies and gentlemen, your time at the Great One's come to an end, but a few things before you go. If you did collect a digital guide, be on the lookout for tour icons, they're round and the next one is just, the first one is just around the corner. If you did collect a Harry Potter passport, be on the lookout for 6 stamping locations and 13 golden stitches. We are also one of the only 4 places in the world to sell butterbeer and butterbeer ice cream, and that can be found in ways of chalk. So thank you once again all coming today. Just now your tour starts around the corner where you are free to explore and go behind the scenes of the most magical film series in the world. Thank you.
Son todos, ¿no? Ponte ahí delante. Esa.
Probably out where you practice broom.
I wonder if the fire would like have it.
as weaker as Voldemort got, his costume actually got paler. So we've got the beginning and the end, but there were costumes in the middle just to show him getting lighter and lighter, almost like he was fading away. Another way to look at it is if you watch the Goblet of Fire, when he's reborn, he's all bald and pale, and he's actually, and it's to show how much strong he is in that moment. And then in the last part, in the last part of the story, he's actually scaly, and he's got loads of veins all over his head, and he's very, very pasty. And that's all I have for you in questions today, guys, but have a fantastic day. Remember to ask any of us any questions, we're more than happy to help. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. In the Starbucks, they do these things called billionaire brownies, and they're a brownie with carrot.
Am I shouting? No. Come on, man. You don't scare me.
How did it go? Can I help you?
Come on then, Aragog. Think you're scary.
You've done both at the same time. You press that one.
It's still blowing.
Right. 3,
You want to press it?
Right, go on then. Press
3,
it again.
1,
You can-
1.
I don't press it very much.
It's only a button.
It's not like...
We can get you again.
Woo!
Are you doing that?
How do you get... Do you just pull it? Now entering number 4, Privet Drive. Harry's home for 11 years. On the left hand side we can see some certificates of Dudley Dudleys. Right here is, are we allowed to look in there?
I'm guessing not.
That doesn't get In here we see the chaos that ensued when Hogwarts, Professor Dumbledore tried to get the letter accepting Harry to Hogwarts to Harry, which resulted in the Dursleys and Harry having to leave. The brickwork. It starts off like this. That. Then, what's it say? The base paint is applied with a roller so as to leave the grout coloured primer in the gaps between bricks and untouched. Then, 4 different colour paint are dry rolls, whatever that means, on individual bricks. And eventually, it's like this.
Sorry guys, excuse me.
Poor woman. That's the night bus over there that Harry got in one of the films when he didn't make it in time for the Hogwarts Express. A bit like in the second film where he ended up in the Weasley's flying car. And I'm going to go over this wobbly bridge. I know I haven't been talking a lot in these video clips, but I probably put music on it so you can see. We've already been in Great Hall.
I gathered.
I'm used to it, I've been going for years. And here we see the lesser spotted muggle. Don't swear, there might be children watching.
Good now.
What's that building?
What building?
Oh, cottage. Potter Cottage. Well, we go have a look at Potter Cottage. From Godric's Hollow.
Hello.
Hello.
What?
Let's go and look at the sign and it'll tell us all about the Potter's Cottage in Godric Hollow. Which I can zoom in on the sign because I'm good like that. Look. What's it say, Christopher?
Sorry. It's a habit they all have. Stand. I'll take a
There we go.